What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Today is March 14th, 2025. Today's my birthday. Turned 33 today. I just want to touch base and say happy Friday. Today, if you guys saw my shorts, today I was out in Byers, Colorado. I was hauling material into the Denver International Airport. I did get asked by a couple family members and friends if I knew anything about the airplane that caught on fire at D.I.A yesterday. No, I did not. I didn't see or hear anything till early this morning. Yesterday, I pulled a 12-hour shift from 5:30 in the morning till 5:30 in the afternoon is when I got back to the yard. No, I did not see or hear anything until today, meaning Friday, and I haven't seen anything on social media. I haven't jumped on. I haven't kept up with it. All I know is that the plane took off from Colorado Springs. I had issues once it took off. It didn't land back in Colorado Springs and it flew all the way out here to Denver, and then that's all she wrote. Now, today we did have high winds ranging anywhere from like 20 miles to 50 miles an hour, I believe. It was expected to start at 9 in the morning and all the way up until noon, which basically is what happened. It rained, it snowed, at the two locations from the load site and the dump site. It's just dirt. We're in the dirt hauling business, dirt trucking business, so it just makes it a bad situation for everybody. People can get stuck, slide. Yeah, it's not good. So the project manager, the foreman, he just shut it all down, especially at Denver National. They can't have any dirt or anything like that, mud on the taxiways where the planes cross to either land as they're landing, going back to where they need to park and board and unboard people, what have you. I don't know. I don't know the procedures there, but wherever the planes drive through to get to where they need to be before taking off or landing, or after they land. Um, so yeah, so it was a short day. It's 7 hours. I'm fine with that. It's Friday. I'm already at 54 hours for the week. I'm happy with that. But um, I just wanted to touch base a little bit on a little bit of pet peeve that I'm not the only one I have. I assume a lot of people out there have the same pet peeve. But why is it that people feel the need to drive recklessly, cut people off, and just put themselves, their loved ones, and anybody else on the road in danger? Now, maybe I see it now, and maybe it annoys me now because I'm a truck driver. I've been truck driving for about almost 4 years, or a little over 4 years. Um, and now I see it. Now I get it that especially even with my kids now. I have a soon to be a 6 year old and a 4 year old, and I see it now, and it's not worth it. Totally not worth it. I get tailgated constantly. I get cut off constantly. I get brake checked constantly, all because I'm in the truck. I'm in the company truck. And it's not fair. You don't realize what you how much harm you do. You're not only harming the company, but you're also harming that truck driver. If it's an owner operator, you're hurting his company, his livelihood, his insurance, and his career. If it's not, I mean, obviously you're hurting the company that's working the nation, that's moving the nation and just pulling us through it. I mean, that's where we get everything from is boats, trains, and trucks. Every We're all linked in together in planes. We get all that stuff. All from transportation. Transportation. So it's just unfair that we get put in situations where our livelihood, our careers that we choose, um, are put in that situation, and it's not a good thing. But like I said, maybe it's just more annoying now because I see it and it happens to me so often, and yeah, it's just not right. So even in my personal vehicle, it's a ongoing thing. I don't understand what is the rush? What is the urgency? I can understand if it's a family emergency or a health emergency, the way you would be driving. But if you're just driving, man, to go get food, if you're or to go to a friend's house, a family member's house, or somewhere it's not really all that important. Why are you gonna put yourself, your family, or anybody else in danger on the road? You're only gaining a half a second or a minute to where you need to go. Wherever you're going, that destination, if it's not an emergency, it's not going anywhere. It's not gonna disappear. It's not gonna run out. I mean, product or whatever. I guess it could run out, but I mean, that's why you order online, I guess, or I don't know. It's mind boggling that people are willing to drive so carelessly, so recklessly, and put themselves in a situation where they might end up in the hospital, not because of of the person that they did the harm to, well, is going to act on it. It's just a matter of fact that you your car loses control, and you end up getting into a really bad accident, and then you end up regretting it. Like, dang, I shouldn't have done that. Like, why did I do that? All for what? It's nonsense. Um, there's just too many distractions, and I honestly don't see why that extra minute or half a second is so important to get to where you need to be. You're just putting more wear and tear on your car, and you're stressing yourself out, and you're pissing your own self off because you're not getting to the position that you want to be in traffic, just because you want to keep advancing. But in reality, I'm gonna see you at the same light. I'm gonna catch up to you, or whoever you just cut off. You're gonna see them at the next light. They're either gonna be right next to you or they're gonna be right behind you. You gain so much ground for nothing. Like I said, it's pointless. I don't know. Like I said, maybe now because I'm a truck driver and I'm a little older, I guess, and I got kids, and I think about it more. I'm more aware of my surroundings, and I just want to make sure I get home and I get my family home. Every time that we go out, I'm always the one that's driving. My girlfriend says that I drive like an old man, I drive like a grandfather, and this and that. And why am I constantly like looking around as I'm driving? It's because I'm trying to be aware of my surroundings. I'm not trying to have a vehicle hauling ass behind me and end up rear-ending me, or for whatever reason. I'm just keeping my head on a swivel, just being aware of my surroundings. I mean, my just because I'm not driving the commercial vehicle doesn't mean like my license isn't at stake. I can still lose my license even in my personal vehicle. So I mean, this is the career path that I chose, and this is what I wanted to do since I was young. It was either join the army or be a truck driver. And well, I didn't join the army, but I'm a truck driver now, and I love it. I love it. Just I don't love how people drive out on the road. And common sense isn't common anymore. With gas prices, how they've been for a while now, um, you're just wasting more gas, just speeding up to the next light. Like I said, I don't understand, and there's plenty of people out there that will tell you the same thing. You're gonna get to your destination eventually. Now, if you feel like you're running late, I mean, well, maybe you should have planned ahead a little sooner. Maybe you should have left your house 5 minutes earlier. Maybe you should have planned another alternative route if by any reason there's an accident on the road or the highway, and everything's at a standstill and you can't turn where you think you're supposed to turn at. Like, always have a second option, a second plan. But yeah, just something I wanted to touch base on. Um, I've been cut off more than a handful of times today in the commercial truck and also my own personal vehicle coming home with my two kids. And I'm thankful that where we live, I don't have young adults just racing up and down the street. Um, Everybody in my neighborhood is really cool, really friendly. Everybody waves at each other, says hello. Um, Not doesn't mean like everybody gets along with each other, but it's a nice, quiet community, and we respect each other here. Now, in my youth, I'm not gonna deny I used to drive recklessly too. I didn't care. I would yell back at people when they told me to slow down or stuff like that. I would tell them off too. But now, being older and having my kids and being a commercial driver, I see it now. I made a lot of bad decisions when I was young, and I'm thankful that I was able to change. I mean, it wasn't only going to be me that was going to be affected by my life decisions. It was also going to be my family, and I'm thankful again for me making that change. Um, like I said, it's scary thought what my kids have in store for when they grow up. Um, Everybody probably thinking the exact same thing, not only here in the U.S. and Mexico and Canada and everywhere else in the world. Excuse me. But it's very different from once I grew up and when people older than me have also grown up. It's different times, and it's gonna be way different by the time my kids grow up. Can't change anything about it. Just gotta um, show them the right path, and hopefully they'll accept it and they'll do well, and also be a productive member of society, and hopefully they stay out of trouble. But yeah, I mean, even on my motorcycle, I ride a Harley, and I've had motorcycles since I was 16. I'm 33 now, and it's the same thing, man. When I was younger, I used to act dumb on it, but there was a lot less traffic, and I wasn't as careless as they are now. I mean, in the middle of the highway, man, dudes are splitting lanes when traffic is moving, not even a standstill. Hello, puppy. Yeah, like splitting lanes in the middle of traffic while it's moving. It's not even at a standstill. I mean, I know Colorado passed a law that if traffic is stopped, motorcycles are able to go in between cars and move up to the front. But come on now, traffic is moving 40 miles an hour on the highway. I would not want to be splitting lanes on the highway like that. I've gotten really close to clipping fellow motorists, fellow bar, fellow bikers, because they're cutting it real close, and that will be heavy on me if I were to take out a fellow biker. I mean, it doesn't take for me to sneeze or for somebody else to sneeze or for them to drop their phone or reach for something and then they just pull that vehicle just a little bit to the left or right and down they go. I mean, there's a saying. There's riders that are been down and there's riders that are going down. It's just a matter of when. So yeah, if I think about it many times when I'm out on the road and I try to make sure it's a safe path for me and I'm able to make it home to my family and my two kids. Um, it, it would it'll eat me up inside knowing that just because whatever dumb decision I decided to do that in that moment it would keep me away from them. Obviously, if catastrophe would have happened, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. But um, just be safe out there, man. Everybody, just be safe. I know common sense isn't common anymore. Just be safe, man. Give each other space. Don't let it piss you off. Don't get stressed out about it. You're gonna get there eventually to where you need to be. Listen to your music. Do what you do in your vehicle. That's on you. But just think about it. It's not only yourself that you're affecting. You're affecting everybody else on the road and even your loved ones at home. When you make that bad decision and then something were to happen. So I didn't mean to rant, but it's just a little bit of pet peeve that I have that I've had going on, and I just want to touch base on it. I know there's still people out there gonna just do what they do, but I just had to touch base on it. But other than that, just keep out for my videos. Like I said, I got fishing videos that I'm still trying to do. I've been an avid fisherman for about 5 years now, so I got a couple ideas, a couple things I want to do this summer. Just waiting for it to warm up a bit, and also got a lot of barbecuing stuff that I want to do as well. I do a lot of barbecuing during the summertime, so just keep an eye out for that. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.